Hi guys, it's Sarah, and I'm here to break down the Captain America: The First Avenger movie for you, because Robot Jack has got tired of all of your hate comments. I'm joking. Spoilers ahead if you know watch Captain America: The First Avenger. And how does it feel for you? Huh? How does it feel for you? Like, you probably know about vibranium, but where did you come from? All of that questions will be answered in this video. And yeah, still, how does it feel for you not knowing about Captain America? Huh? How does it feel? Okay, let's begin with the 2011 Captain America: The First Avenger movie. Like the fifth movie of the MCU, isn't it? Yeah, one of the first movies of the MCU. Okay, the movie is so old it begins with Paramount Pictures. And that's what the time that Marvel didn't really have Marvel Studios, it was Disney, isn't it? And it began with the Marvel comics and all that. And how like Marvel's old intro before all the characters were all there, and now it begins like in the ice, and I feel like they have found the Tesseract, and they have now given it to Red Skull. And what's happened is that we meet our hero, Steve Rogers. He's really tired in this video, and yeah, he's really tired, really tired, really young, etc. But he still wants to be in the war. So what they do is that because you see courage in him and all that, they do make a super soldier serum for him to be strong. At first he's crying, but they tell him to calm it down, and at the end they think he says no, and all of that, he becomes the big Steve Rogers that we know to be, even though he gets short in Avengers Endgame at the end. Poor old Rogers. How does it feel to meet Red Skull? Yeah, how does it feel to meet Red Skull on Vormir? I need to make a video on that as well, isn't it? Why are you looking at me for? I didn't do anything. Why you're looking at me? Okay, the movie moves on, but before he became the big Steve Rogers, Peggy went and picked him up and all that, you know, and when he was there and he wanted to look as he was strong as good as a soldier, is an Easter egg to Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse when Miles did it. Okay. Moving on, we think Spider-Man Easter egg from Civil War Steve says that I am from he's from you didn't hear that?
War with Spider-Man.
Where you from?
Queens?
Brooklyn.
So yeah, that's an Easter egg. Spider-Man Easter egg from Civil War. And then Alam Zola is obviously still working for Red Skull. And Peggy Carter punches a soldier. Yeah. And like Steve Rogers in Avengers, the first Avengers say that to Tony Stark, he's not the man to make the sacrifice play, and he did in Avengers Endgame. He made the sacrifice play of snapping his fingers and killing all of Thanos' army with all that gamma radiance going into him, and he dies. And Captain America's so selfish at the end of that movie. He goes and spends time with Peggy, the one that punched that stupid soldier in 1945. Moving on from that, we see that Captain America, like, obviously he freaks out the way that he freaks out at the end of this movie. And when he's at the parade, there's an Easter egg of how his shield looks, right? Like in the comics, his shield was like basically like this small thing. You know what I'm talking about. But there was an Easter egg, like when it was near the star can symbolize that that's how his shield would look at the end. Yeah, and honestly, at the end of that movie is Red Skull versus Captain America. Red Skull says that there's no flags in the future. That is true. And at the end of it, Captain America goes into the ice. But if you think about an Avengers Endgame logic, he comes back. He comes back in a way that, like, the time that he goes into the ice, he comes back. He still does the dance that he was gonna do, and yeah. At the end of that movie, it's a post-credit scene of him waking up 70 years later, and Nick Fury saying that he slept 70 years later, and Steve saying that he had a date, and Nick Fury says that the world needs a soldier like you still, and he runs like he did. He runs crazy like how he did when he became a man. And that's Captain America. Yeah, it's the first Avenger breakdown as quick as I could have done it. I hope you enjoyed and all of that. And actually, I want to just give you the cast because I feel like all of you could be watching this and be like, who was who? Because, yeah, you guys want to know the cast. So Chris Evans is obviously Captain America. Haley Atwin is Peggy Carter. Sebastian Stan is Bucky Barnes. Red Skull is Hugo Weaving. Howard Stark is Dominic Cooper. Stanley Tucci is Dr. Abram. Toby Jones is Arnim Zola. Nick Fury, obviously Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, and there's loads of other characters right there as well. Like James Payton as Adolf Hitler. Barman is Leander Dini. Natalie Dormer is Lorraine. Union Jack is JJ Field. Gabe Jones is Derek Luke. Richard Armitage is Heinz Kruger. Tommy Lee Jones plays Chester Phillips. Neil McDonough plays Dum Dum Dugan. And Jenna Coleman plays Connie. Amanda Wrighty, plays a SHIELD agent. And there's loads of other people there. Thanks so much for watching this video. And yeah, me and the Robot Jack will be doing these rewatches. And the next rewatch, The Avengers. I'm doing that one actually as well. So the next video that you'll hear of Robot Jack Vincent Tabang's voice will be in phase 2. That will begin soon. Yeah, it'll begin as soon as possible. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and sorry for the big delay. 4-1 has been released. Vincent has recorded it and uploaded it for you guys. You guys can be watching that. And Captain America First Avenger is officially done. The question for you: where is this movie rank for you from 1st to the 22nd? Remember that the 22nd, the 22, 23 interconnected MCU movies. So where would you base it on that? 1 to 22, 23. Comment down below and kind of wait for Avengers, the Avengers, where you see Iron Man and Captain America fight. Yes.